Hey everybody, James from Gen Exotics. The day is finally here. Our very first clutch ever. We had bred a ball python we had got about 2 years, right? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, off Craigslist. That whole started the whole thing. We've kind of increased our collection from then. We got our male last year, bred those two last fall. She produced a nice clutch of 7 eggs. So I'll give you guys the details here. So if you want to pan down here. So this is obviously clutch 2022-1, our very first clutch of this year and ever. The pairing was Sheila, who is a lesser pastel. The father was a pinstripe, possible butter, but likely a butter. So that was Thor. So we have a butter, pinstripe, potential pastel crossed with a lesser pastel. So we're really hoping we get some blue-eyed leucistics. Now there's some chance that maybe they're not a lesser or a butter and we didn't get any bells or we just missed the odds. But we did get, for her first year ever laying, she did lay 7 good eggs. We had no slugs, good healthy eggs. Been marking the calendar. This is right around day 55. Yes, yesterday was day 54, today's 55. We're pretty sure we were gone. I think we were gone the weekend she actually laid, but no soon the next day. So we're right at day 55. And so here we have our 7 eggs. So we noticed yesterday that one of them had pipped quite a bit. I believe it was this guy right here. Had already started using his egg tooth to get through the top. So you can see some movement in here. This one isn't quite out yet. And these two are just starting to cut. So yesterday we only saw the one egg, had a couple slices in it, did cut that open a bit just to get a good look and make sure they're doing okay. So we will probably end up cutting the rest of these by end of the day, but kids are super excited. I'm super excited. This is our first clutch ever. We're pretty happy about how everything has turned out here. So what we have here is we look like we have a normal, and by no means, like, I am a first-time breeder, so I might be way off the mark on some of these. But this one does look like a pastel, and we probably could go through the route of cutting them. But just want to share, so here it is. Today is June. Hey everybody, James from Gen Exotics. We got the whole family here for our very first egg cutting. So like we said earlier, we're going to go ahead and cut some of these eggs open to see what we got and get the rest of them out that haven't pipped. Go back, so I'm just lids down. So our pairing was a butter pinstripe pastel, which is Thor, with our lesser pastel, who is Sheila. So the eggs were laid on May 3rd, 2022. We had projected a due date of 6/28/2022. That had been the 53-day mark. I think we said we're at the 54-day mark yesterday. Noticed a couple of the eggs had pipped yesterday. Cut that one open just to verify that they were active, and then came in today to check. And we have, of the 7 eggs, 6 of them appear to be pipping pretty well. There is one that has not quite started to cut through. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with that one. We'll cut this one open just to make sure that that one's give the best chance at getting out of here as much as possible. Asian Creation, probably one of my favorite channels, but we're just going to give it a very small slit to make sure we don't cut our snake. Oh my God, that might be a blue-eyed leucistic already. Really? I think that's a blue-eyed leucistic, girls.
Does it seem responsive? Oh, that is a blue eye.
Yeah, there we go. So ready to come out yet, but so we'll leave this one back in here and let her do her thing for a little bit. But that would be unfortunate. I'd be sorely disappointed if that was the case.
Head out right now is unresponsive, and that one came out.
Yeah, and this guy right here, he's yep. See, he knows what's up. So and it looks like we have another one over here pipping as well. So we're gonna go ahead and try to help these guys out a bit here. Do definitely get some better scissors, but. Nice is they've already done all the work, right? They've already started the process of.
I have like 4 pips.
Just don't want his face to be right there.
Just pinstripe?
Maybe pinstripe pastel with the coloring. Seems pretty light. Oh, hi there, buddy. Oh, hi. How are you?
Wait, I wonder if they're gonna slither out all by their own.
Well, they have they still have the yolk attached to them.
Oh yeah.
So I would say that is probably based on the pattern. If you can see his back here, definitely pinstripe, probably pastel. He's wanting to go back in his egg, but yeah, that's definitely a pinstripe.
That's pretty.
He's gorgeous, and just by the eye stripe. Hi there, little guy.
Are they gonna come out right now? Maybe.
No, I think they're gonna stay in their egg for a little bit. They have to absorb their yolks and stuff like that. Okay, so we got one good one for sure. We're gonna put him back in here. Oh, he might come out.
Yeah, that would be cool to catch it on camera. Just
He's kind of rare to go.
As long as genetics
I'm not wondering if I should. Well, we'll figure this out. So if you can go back in your egg, that'd be great. So we got a pinstripe. I'm almost getting that. Definitely has to be a pinstripe pastel.
Oh, there's the thing.
Oh, there's some activity.
Hi,
So we got
buddy.
another.
You're so tiny.
Can't quite tell what he is.
He looks like a pastel pinstripe. Maybe
He
just
did.
pastel.
He didn't. So my daughter's gonna get better at IDing these than I am.
It's kind of easy to see pastel though. Like they have pastel colors.
Yeah. So what do you think? Another pinstripe pastel?
Oh, there's a little tail.
Yeah, look at that pinstriping there.
Oh, they're so tiny.
So yeah. He's got that nice stripe down his back too.
Saw one.
Ooh, wow.
That
That's
looks like a pastel.
yeah, that's like me. Oh, Evelyn, this might be a super pastel pinstripe. Would explain the very, very.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, I would say that's
Okay.
definitely a super. So if you look at that
That's a big
patterning,
one. Yeah. Hi, baby.
with that one, well, maybe I don't know. Boy, I gotta get better at this,
Well, we
don't
know
I?
which one's the normal.
That is very light. So this is not pinstripe for sure. Like you don't see
Yeah,
the
just
patterning
pastel.
difference in like this
You don't
guy's
see
back.
the pin in
I
it.
don't see the pinstripes on
So
this. So this
pastel,
might be a
pinstripe. This might just be
pastel or
pastel?
super
Yeah.
pastel.
No pinstripe. Maybe like I don't think.
Yeah, the hard part will be like trying to figure out if it's a butter or a lesser or whatever
Yeah.
our girls had determined. So
That's hard to
I'm going to show you the pattern. So that's going to be probably a pastel, although I don't know if they, they're all this light when they first hatch or not. So we'll put him back in.
What?
We'll have to scramble.
Oh,
And then while we're doing this video, so a big shout out to Sea Serpents. I know Chris had some issues making deliveries, and he was super responsive. I reached out to him, let him know, hey, I got a clutch coming beginning of July. And I know he's been on back order, but he was quite responsive and let me know that it shipped out on Monday and it should be here on Thursday. So that's just a pin.
What the
that's
heck?
a
That looks
pinstripe.
orangey.
Yeah, I don't want to cut this poor snake here. So that's another. Well, that looks even different than the. I mean, it's definitely pinstripe. Well, it's gonna be fun trying to figure these out. So I'm wondering if this is a, maybe a super pastel pinstripes. Maybe this one, and this is just a normal pastel pinstripe. See the difference? How light they are. So I'm thinking, oh, this is super pastel pinstripe, and this is just pastel pinstripe.
Then the other one has been super pastel then.
Yeah. And then this one, yeah. So if you look at these two, this is probably just super pastel because you notice there's not the pinstriping pattern, but very light coloring. We'll save this one for last. I'm pretty sure that's a normal. And this one is probably also at least a pastel pinstripe or super pastel. So we get 1, 2, 3 super pastels, 2 of them super pastel pinstripes. I don't know. I guess we'll find out once they get out of the egg better. Oh, this guy's head's right there.
Yeah,
He's waiting.
That's like a super.
So here we go, another probably, I would have to guess, super pastel pinstripe. But, if you guys got other thoughts on what that is, especially now once we open this last one here, which I believe is just a normal, let me know what you think about what the genetics are on these. It looks like a lot of
I think you're gonna open up that one more.
super pastel. Head. Let's see if I would have cut right
Did
there.
you
It would
think
be
that one was a
problematic.
normal?
Yeah, I think this one's a normal.
pastel, or- They just looks really light when they're.
So I'll run this through the genetic calculator. There's his head.
Aww.
I don't want to rip it open. Let's see if we can get him. Yep, at least he's alive. Okay, so he's alive. My girls are so excited. So was I, honestly. I mean, this is our very first clutch, and I'm just happy that things worked out. We didn't have any.
Yeah.
We didn't have any slugs. All the eggs apparently have reached to maturity. They all look healthy and alive. There's no deformities, no DOA. Yeah, I'm guessing this is a normal.
Yeah, it just looks good.
Yeah. So I think that's just a bit of the egg there. Yep, I'd say that's a normal. You guys can disagree with me in the comments. Maybe just a pastel. So I'll run the genetics through the genetic calculator and I'll post them in the comments below. But yeah, so like I said, so let's go through these real quick again. So I think what we have here is pastel pinstripe, super pastel pinstripe, super pastel pinstripe, super pastel pinstripe, normal, and a blue-eyed leucistic. Yeah, if you guys disagree with me or have other thoughts on like what's what, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to post an update once they, well, obviously we'll have a better idea once they shed. But I'm going to put these guys back in the incubator. Like I said, the hatchling rack isn't quite here yet. It'll be a couple more days. We'll shoot another video when that arrives. I want to give a shout out to Sea Serpents, show you guys that the hatchling rack I got, assembly, and how it works out for us. So, yeah, thanks for watching.